Hello friends, partners, colleagues. We are here today for an amazing wrap-up of 2021 and talking about where we're going in 2022. My friend and colleague Rick Hale asked me to join him in this journey. February 1st in this year, I came on as the operating principal of Heart of Atlanta, and it's been a complete honor of my life to serve and continue to serve in where we're going. Before we talk about where we're going, we certainly should talk about where we've been, all the craziness we've all been living with and through this thing called the pandemic. I always like the analogy of when the pandemic came to town, it kind of felt like a fog. It came over all of us, and we've been living in this fog, and it sure feels like that fog is starting to lift, and that's very optimistic for all of us. However, we do business differently this day and age, and certainly caused us all to shift. One of the things that I want to share with you is kind of where we've been, and obviously we've gone from waving from a distance to a little bit of a fist bump to I certainly am getting some hugs in the hallways these days. Socially distanced, of course. Training. I mean, we were 100% digital. You only logged in on Zoom for a period of time, and we retrofitted all of our training rooms to where we now have a hybrid experience where you can engage with us, whether you want to engage digitally or physically. We want to make sure we have the same great experience for everybody, and we've really pushed an implementation around that. We certainly made a great start to our leverage option, which is the KW Easy button. We're going to talk more about that here in a little bit. But at the end of the day, 2021 is wrapping up to be an amazing year. And I hope you learned something from it. I hope we grew together from it. And I look forward to seeing where we go in 2022. And here we go. All right, 2022. Well, here's the deal. We started with a rich training calendar in 2021, from Mojo Mondays to industry updates to broker chats to tech chats to millionaire mindset to interview with an MREA, and you name it. We had a lot of pretty cool, amazing training. And I want to tell you what training's going to look like in 2022. And I want to help you make sense of it. So obviously Mojo Monday is our thought leadership message that we like to put out every Monday morning. And everybody highly successful engages in people that think and teaches them how to think. Gary Keller has thought leaders. Everybody of high success knows that there are people in their life that you have to engage, whether it's a podcast, a book, or a presentation, seminar. Challenging our thinking is a good thing. Well, Mojo Monday is Rick Hale and I's purposeful way of bringing challenging thought leadership to you every week at 8 o'clock. We commit to keeping it short. We know you don't want to spend 30 minutes watching a video of us bobbing our heads to a music song, but at the end of the day, we want to keep it short and sweet and help you get ready mindset-wise, but certainly challenge your thinking to live a big life, and that's what Mojo Monday is all about on Monday mornings. 2:30 Eastern Time, Monday afternoon. Without a doubt, we start and end on time. It is a short and sweet 30 minutes, but it is our industry update. And we cover everything from statistics to tracking the numbers in the market. What are the trends going on in the industry? What are the hot topics? What's going on politically that we need to know about? What's going on in our industry? NAR voting on this. We talk about all of it on that call. So one, you stay educated and up to speed on your industry and your life and your livelihood. At the same time, I want to give you the nuggets that if you were to engage into a conversation around, hey, tell me how the real estate market is, you have the talking points ready to go. So every Monday at 2:30, that is our message. We drive it, all conversations, to the industry update at 2:30 on Mondays. And then we certainly have a broker chat that goes off every Monday. And I'm going to tell you, we've got an interesting, fun, new, exciting thing that's going on with our broker. And I'm going to tell you about that in just a second. But we also set aside Fridays for top producers. And not just only top producers can attend, but people that aspire to be top producers and are top producers. I interview a top agent from around the world and around the country. The whole point of that is not to get so topic specific, but to really peel back the onion around how they became successful, the trials and tribulations they went through along the way, the nitty gritty that you don't always just get to see when somebody's on stage in a 5-minute conversation. We spend an hour with a top producer producer once a month, and it's designed for you to really see what a journey to the top looks like in real estate. While Rick, on the second Friday of the month, interviews an empire builder. We called it Millionaire Mindset in 2021. We're rebranding that to Empire Building in 2022 because we know everybody at some point in time, the mission statement says to build a career worth having, and we want to engage you and help you build that career worth having. And then we certainly want to coach you to the business worth owning. But at the end of the day, a life worth living sometimes requires building an empire that takes others along with you. And ultimately, Rick is interviewing people that have done it at an extremely high level. You get access through those interviews, and if you like to engage on Zoom, you can, or you can watch the recordings later. But at the end of the day, the conversation is here, and we're all wanting to be in a conversation here so we can grow into it. And that's what Empire Building is on Fridays. So really, our training schedule is pretty consistent every week, from broker chat, Mojo Monday, industry update, and then the Friday extra interviews that are really designed for the top people. However, we add some other things in between. And one of the things we love and we're passionate about that we add in between is our Leadership and Coaching Academy. And Rick's been running this for years before I ever got here. He was running it as a leadership academy, and I told him, I believe the skill sets of high achievement are the skill sets of leadership and coaching. We actually married the two, and that's why it's called our Leadership and Coaching Academy. And here's the deal. Whether you want to be a better leader or a better coach, this could be the conversation for you. Whether you have a desire to grow into leadership on the market center side, that could be the place for you. But it also is a place for you to grow the people around you through us as leverage for you. If you're growing a team and you're wanting people to grow in their leadership ability, that's really where I would send them. If you have a director of sales and they're coaching agents on how to succeed in your organization, that's where I would send them. If you have a desire to be a productivity coach in our world, that's where I would send them. It's really designed to grow the lid of all the people in our world around the two skill sets that determine how high we can all go: leadership and coaching. So we're passionate about that. We run it once a year. It's a once a month program. I certainly encourage you to engage in that with all of us. All right, well, a couple other things that we should certainly talk about for 2022 is we have a desire to leverage the size of our organization to bring benefits to you. And one of the most important benefits in real estate is insurance. I had a really crazy experience early on in my leadership career where I had a young guy that worked for me that was pretty physically fit, but he took a softball to the forehead. And 2 days later, he was laying in an intensive care unit hospital bed with a blood clot on the vein going to his brain. And all they had to do was operate and remove the blood clot, but he didn't have health insurance. And I was called to the hospital to be a witness on his last will and testament. And meanwhile, the doctor's asking him, what are your personal assets? Can you even afford to pay me if I do this surgery? And I thought, what a crazy place to be, and what a sad place to be for a real estate professional that was successful and could afford health insurance, but just didn't have it naturally because we're self-employed. Well, we've engaged quite a few resources, and your team leaders can share that with you, to where if you need it, we have great insurance options. And that's just the start of it. We also have options if you need payroll support, all kinds of things, from different benefit packages around human resources. All that being said, our desire is to enrich our ability to bring corporate type resources to the table for you as an entrepreneur. And we're going to continue to do that through partnerships and agreements so we can enlighten or enrich your life around that. One of the other things that we're doing and have done is we've engaged my friend Tom Fulkerson to be the qualifying broker for the Heart of Atlanta. It's a big job, and Tom is super excited, and he's taken the bull by the horns, as they say, and jumped right in. So Tom is now officially our qualifying broker for the Heart of Atlanta, and we have other managing brokers inside of each offices and people doing compliance, but Tom is the tip of the spear now. He's in charge of compliance and all broker broker-related issues, and we are super excited to welcome Tom on board in that qualifying broker role. And he plans on enriching that broker chat I was telling you about on noon on Mondays and taking that conversation to another level in 2022, and we're excited about that. Another thing that we want to make sure you're aware of is we've made an enormous commitment to building leverage for you and your business. And we want to build leverage so great that you can just focus on doing what you do best, which is selling real estate. And if we can bring leverage in all things real estate to the table to help you stay in your 20%, which is selling real estate, I'm all in and we're all in to do that for you. So much that we want it to be easy, the easy button, you know, I've got the easy button. And the website obviously is KW Easy Button. We started it in 2021 and our plan is to go big with it in 2022 and continue to just keep enriching that as our platform to bring all things leverage for you. The other thing that's not really a class, but very similar to classes, is we do things called masterminds. One thing that's really cool about masterminds is, you know, me as an individual, I could attend a class and get an idea and walk away from that class with that idea, and that's a great thing. Sometimes I could attend a class and I could share an idea, and that's a great thing too because others grew from that experience. But if you and I both attend a class and we create a new idea together, that's really the power of what a mastermind is. We have a top 100, and it's actually our top 10% of the Heart of Atlanta group. They meet once a quarter. It's an earn-in club, but you should know about it because it should be something you should aspire to if you don't qualify today. That group meets once a quarter, but we also have other specific masterminds that we do once a quarter. Luxury, commercial. Keller Williams just rolled out a sports and entertainment division just recently. I'd love to have a sports and entertainment mastermind at some point. But nonetheless, we're happy to put like-minded, like-production people together so they can go create new ideas together and take on this amazing world of real estate we all love. So I want everybody to mark their calendar. There's a special date. February 22nd, 2022. 22222. It's all the twos next year, and I want to challenge everybody, if you've never doubled your business in a single year, it's the most empowering thing that could ever happen. Not that everybody's got to double their business, but I want you to double your mind. And I want you to think big. We're a company of abundance, and I want to know you live an abundant life in 2022, and we're here to support you. Thank you. Have a good one.